When you're deciding what kind of movie to watch, what kind of things are you looking for? Genre is a big factor for people. Some love movies that scare them, and others will only watch films that make them laugh. Other reasons could be due to a great cast. Many movie fans won't really care about the genre as long as they see 4 or 5 of their favorite stars during the runtime. People watch movies because of their critical response. They just want to be wowed by stunning visual effects, music, or sound. But most of the time, people just want to be transported into a world outside their own for at least an hour or two. This video is about the importance, or lack thereof, for a movie to differentiate itself from the rest. How important to you as someone who watches movies is the idea of originality? Film historians will argue about what exactly was the first movie ever made, but if we're talking about moving pictures, The Horse in Motion was made in 1878. That's 140 years of movies that have been made since. As time passed, directors have continually outdone each other with innovations in regards to what can be done within the confines of a film. Alfonso Cuarón's Gravity changed the game technology-wise. Spike Jonze's Being John Malkovich turns traditional plot points on their head. And Lars von Trier's Dogville is a film that completely morphs the idea of a film setting. One of my most beloved films over the last few years that I've watched countless times now on Netflix is what put this topic in my head. By all means, it's a pretty traditional movie. 2016's Sing Street is a musical coming-of-age comedy drama written and directed by John Carney. I'm gonna directly quote the movie poster for Sing Street here when I give you the basis of the plot. Boy meets girl, girl unimpressed, boy starts band. When you really think of it, how many movies have you seen that are coming-of-age stories that rely heavily on the basis of music? Anything from Almost Famous to Call Me By Your Name, Grease to Annie, School of Rock to That Thing You Do. Having kids, teenagers, and young adults learn lessons through a plot focused on music is not a new idea. But does that even matter? To further elaborate on its tagline, Sing Street is about a poor Irish kid named Connor in 1985 Dublin. Because the family's finances are so low, Connor has to leave his private school and go to a local, problem-ridden Christian school. Connor encounters bullies, strict authority figures, finds a couple friends, and meets the girl of his dreams. You know, very typical coming-of-age stuff. But the reason why I love Sing Street so much is that while we've seen these ideas before, they're put to screen with such high quality. In so many coming-of-age movies, we see a wise character that our young protagonist learns from. Often we see this character in the form of a family member. In Sing Street, Connor's role model is his older brother, Brendan. Within this genre of film, these characters are often pretty one-dimensional. In Dead Poets Society, Robin Williams' character is not only a teacher, but a father figure to many of his students. In Call Me By Your Name, Michael Stuhlbarg plays the protagonist's father, who delivers sage advice through a few key moments in the film. These are both phenomenal performances from incredible actors, but there isn't any huge inner conflict for them. They're morally great, successful people and even better role models. The interesting thing about Connor's older brother, Brendan, is that he's simultaneously our wise role model and also a perfect example of how not to live your life. Brendan is a proud older brother who's taught Connor everything he knows about music, but he's also kind of a bum. He's intelligent but aggressively pretentious, proud yet jealous of his younger brother's accomplishments. I'd argue that this is the same brand of character that we've seen time and time again, but just better quality writing. And of course, we can't talk about a musical without discussing the quality of its music. It's with no exaggeration when I say that Sing Street's soundtrack is one of the albums I've listened to most over the past few years. There are classic rock songs throughout the soundtrack of the movie that vary depending on Connor's band's style at a given time. We hear some of the best songs from The Cure, Aha, Duran Duran, Hall & Oates, and The Clash. But even better, I'd argue, are the original songs from the film's fictional band. We see Connor and his friends create some absolutely incredible songs, varying in the wide genre of rock throughout the film. We have wonderful, softer ballads like Up,
2 o'clock on the edge of the morning. She's running magical circles around my head.
met with harder hitting songs like Drive It Like You Stole It.
Drive it like you stole it. Roll it, this is your life. You can be anything.
And what's comforting to know is that these kids are actually super talented in real life. Look at this clip from when the two of the stars went busking in the London Underground. Sing Street is a story that you may think that you've seen before, but it's never been done like this. The comedic moments of the movie are hilarious, the drama hits deep. We see a cast of pretty much unknowns, besides Aidan Gillen, who plays Littlefinger on Game of Thrones, who's Connor's dad in the movie, put up wonderful performances all across the board. Director John Carney, who you may also know from his 2007 romantic musical drama Once, does some really cool things in Sing Street. As movie critic Michael Rothman put it, few films are ever as enjoyable and endearing as Sing Street. This movie pays homage to the coming-of-age films and musicals before it, while proving that in the end, quality is the most important thing.